What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Put 'em on a Poster podcast. If you're new to the channel, my name's Chandler, and let's just get directly into the video today, man. So today, I'm gonna react to the All Stars. I'm gonna react to the All Star reserves, and I'm gonna talk about my snubs, man. I mean, there was a couple guys that I really think deserved it. Ultimately, they missed the game, but maybe they'll get in because of injury. If an injury happens to one of these bigger guys, maybe they get a chance to get in. But I mean, you got to get you. Like, it's unfortunate for the other guys, but you got to get lucky in this situation for that to happen if you're one of these snubs. So let's just hop directly into it, man, and let's get started with the East. So looking into the East, man, the first guy that got selected was Joel Embiid. It's a 6 All-Star appearance. Joel Embiid is averaging 33, 10, and 4 on a season for the Sixers. Joel Embiid, man, I mean, you could have made the argument for him being a starter. He's been that good this season. You can make the argument for him being MVP for all it matters. I mean, Joel Embiid has been insane this season. He's always been a really good player. The last couple seasons, he's been up there for MVP. He's been probably about second or third the last couple seasons. And, I mean, you could make the argument for him being an MVP this year. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of good guys around the league. Like, you look at Jason Tatum, he's been really good. You look at Kevin Durant before the injuries, he was really good. You look at Giannis right now. You look at Jokic. All those guys have been really, really good this season. Hell, even Luka's been really good. It's just his team isn't as good as these guys. But, you look at Joel Embiid, he's been a monster this season. I mean, he rightfully deserves being an all-star. He's been one of the better players in the league this season, and it's deserving. He deserves it. The next guy that made the All-Star game is DeMar DeRozan. It's his 6th time being an All-Star. He's averaging about 26, 5, and 5 on the season. DeMar DeRozan, I love DeMar DeRozan, man. He's, he played for Toronto and then came to the Spurs, and he's rejuvenated his career in Chicago. I mean, he's been really, really good for the Bulls. It's his 2nd time being an All-Star on the Bulls. He's one of my favorite players in the league. I love him I love what he does. I love how he is as a person. Hell, my graduation quote in high school, or like my senior year, was DeMar DeRozan. There was like one of his quotes. So, I love DeMar DeRozan. I'm happy he's an all-star. And he's been one of the main reasons the Bulls have even been keeping afloat, to be honest. I mean, he's been that good for the Bulls this season. But let's move on to the next guy. The next guy is Jaylen Brown, which Jaylen Brown, yes, rightfully deserves it. I mean, Jaylen Brown's been an amazing player. The Celtics are the 1 seed out east. They just destroyed Brooklyn a couple nights ago. So, I mean, they rightfully deserve it. I mean, he's been a really good player. They rightfully deserve the 2 All-Stars. He's averaging 27, 7, and 3 for the Celtics this season. I mean, Jaylen Brown is an incredible player. I mean, I think you can make an argument that if he's not on the Boston Celtics, he could be a number 1 guy in some other team. I mean, he is that good. He is such a talented player, and what he can do on the court, I mean, he's amazing, man. He really is special, and he's turned into a really good defender too. So, I mean, Jaylen Brown, one of the best 2-way guys in the league, and rightfully deserving to be an All-Star. The next guy is Bam Adebayo, which Bam Adebayo is kind of an interesting player because, I mean, he's been averaging 21, 10, and 3 for the Heat this season. He's been really, really good. Obviously, these selections were based off the coaches, so the coaches viewed him as one of the better players in the league, and, rightfully so. I mean, Bam Adebayo has been amazing so far. He's been keeping the Heat afloat. I mean, Jimmy Butler's been out with injuries. Tyler Hero's been out with some injuries. The Heat have had one of the worst lucks when it comes to injuries. I mean, they've been horrendously screwed over with injuries, but Bam Adebayo, he's been really, really good. But this is one of those situations, man, where it's like I kind of look at Pascal Siakam and I'm like, I think maybe Pascal should have made it over him. I mean, Pascal's been averaging better stats, but obviously the Heat have been better this season. Toronto's having a really down year, and I think Toronto's going to end up blowing it up. They've already been looking at packages with the Knicks for potentially getting rid of him for like 3 first-round picks, which that would be huge for Toronto if they're trying to reset into a rebuild. But, Bam Adebayo, really deserving. He's been really, really great this season. And then Drew Holiday making his 2nd All-Star appearance. He's averaged about 19, 5, and 7 for the Bucks. He's been really, really good this season. He stepped up big time with Chris Middleton being out with injury. I mean, and I love Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday's got a great story. He's a great person. I mean, and this is his first time making an All-Star game since he was in Philadelphia. And I mean, he's stepped up big time. He's always been known as a really, really good defender. This season, the offense has fully came around. He's been a monster, man. And the Bucks have been a really good team. They're like the 3 seed right now, 2 seed. They've been really, really good. And so, this is deserving. Drew Holiday's been an amazing player. And, some people might say, oh, someone like Jalen Brunson deserves it more. But no, I think Drew Holiday fully deserves this, and especially considering the Bucks' record, I think he really deserves this. But moving on to the next player, you got Julius Randle. Speaking of Julius Randle, or speaking of the Knicks, you got Julius Randle from the New York Knicks making his second All-Star game. Julius is averaging 24, 10, and 4 for the Knicks. Julius Randle, man, he's been incredible this season. He's had a really good year. He had his All-NBA season about 2 years ago, and you can make an argument that this season's been even better than that All-NBA season. He's been really, really good for the Knicks. Maybe the Knicks make a move at the trade deadline. Like what I mentioned, the OG Anunoby trade is a possibility. I think if they make a couple moves at the trade deadline and kind of go all in, because they have a lot of picks right now, and maybe they missed out not getting Donovan Mitchell, but yeah, I think the Knicks are going to be nice if they make that move, because right now they're kind of in that no man's land, I guess, in a way, where it's like you're not really competing for a title, but you're not bad enough to tank. So it's like, maybe they go get that opportunity, or maybe they go get that superstar when one opens up, or maybe they just get some role players, or like maybe get some guys that like are in that tier of, okay, they're good, but they're not like stars. And maybe they take advantage of that. And I think that if they make a trade or two, I think they really have a chance to compete for the finals. I mean, they've been that good this season. But moving on, and then Tyrese Halliburton, man. Tyrese Halliburton fully deserves it. I mean, you look at Wally Zerbiak saying, oh, he's a fake all-star, all that stuff. Nah, man. He's averaging 20, 10, and 4 for the Pacers. I mean, he's one of my favorite point guards in the league. I think the Kings were dumb for even trading him, considering he's so young and what he's been able to do when he's been this young. I mean, Sabonis has been really good, but I don't know, man. I think Tyrese Halliburton would have been great for that team. And, maybe they would have considered trading De'Aaron Fox instead, and I think De'Aaron Fox might have worked out better for the Pacers as much as Tyrese Halliburton would have worked out for the Kings if they had Domantas Sabonis, considering he's a big-time pick-and-roll guy. But I don't know, Tyrese Halliburton, well-deserving, been an amazing player, had an amazing season. And, hey, I mean, you could have made the argument for them having 2 All-Stars. Miles Turner's been having a great season as well. But moving on to the West, Ja Morant's the first guy being an All-Star. I mean, dude, this guy really could have made the argument for being a starter. There's no denying him being an All-Star this season. He's averaging 27, 5, and 8. He's incredible, dude. The Grizzlies, the Grizzlies get a little bit of a bad rap because of everything going on with them. And especially yesterday, you saw Dylan Brooks get into the fight with Donovan Mitchell. But, the Grizzlies, they're a good team, and they're going to be a sleeper team come playoff time. I mean, they're really nice. So, I don't know. But Ja Morant, definitely deserving of an All-Star. There's no denying that. You look at the Kings. Domantas Sabonis makes his 3rd All-Star game. He's averaging 18, 12, and 7 for the Kings. The Kings were bound to get one guy. I mean, it was either going to be De'Aaron Fox or Domantas Sabonis. You could have made the argument for them having 2 because, De'Aaron Fox has been really, really good this season. But, Sabonis deserves it. Sabonis is having a great season. Looking at Tyrese Halliburton trade right now, it's seeming to work out for both sides. Because, Tyrese just made an All-Star game, and now Domantas made an All-Star game for the Kings. So, that trade's seeming to work out very well. And moving on to the next guy, you got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander repping my Thunder. I already know. But he's repping my Thunder, making his first All-Star game. Last year I think he should have made it too. But what do I know? But this is his first All-Star appearance. He's averaging 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists for the Thunder. Man, Shai's been incredible. I mean, you could have made the argument, too, for him being a starter over Steph Curry due to injuries and whatnot. But, it's rightfully deserved. And it's like Ja Morant. He's one of those players that you knew were going to be an All-Star. There wasn't a debate about it. He's been that good. And so, moving on to the next player, we got Paul George. Okay, Paul George making his 8th All-Star appearance for the Clippers. He's been averaging 23, 6, and 5 for the Clippers. Paul George is a little interesting. I still think that someone, there's been more people out there that have been more deserving of it. I look at Anthony Edwards as one of those examples. I think Anthony Edwards has had a better season than Paul George. I really think he has. Anthony Edwards has been kind of keeping the Timberwolves afloat right now, considering Cat's been out for 2 months at this point. I don't know. Anthony Edwards, I think, deserves it over Paul George, but Paul George, having a good season. And arguably, if Kawhi wasn't out for so long, I'd say Kawhi Leonard, because Kawhi Leonard's been on an amazing run lately. He's averaging 30 points a game in his last 10 games or something like that. He's been amazing. So, I think if injuries weren't screwing Kawhi Leonard over, I think Kawhi Leonard would have made it over Paul George. But nonetheless, Paul George, NBA All-Star. And, he has had a good season, so it's deserving. Damian Lillard, You know, obviously Damian Lillard's been one of those guys this season that he's not another one of those guards that it's like you knew he was making the All-Star game. He's been that good. He's averaging 30 points per game, 4 rebounds, 7 assists for the Trailblazers. I mean, you know, he's a monster, man. I mean, last season, you know, injuries kind of took out Dame and took out the Trailblazers of even getting close to competing for a playoff spot. But I don't know, Damian Lillard's just a special talent, man. You know, I hope he does eventually request a trade, or maybe he does end up getting moved by Portland, because if Portland can't really build that team around him, then I don't know. I feel like he's just kind of wasting his career, man. I mean, he's like, if you put him on some team like, you know, like you look at LA right now, if you put him on LA, dude, he would be perfect. You know, like, or like maybe some team like New York. If like, I mean, you have Jalen Brunson in New York, and Jalen Brunson's been really good. But, you know, there was a rumor with Damian Lillard being in New York. Imagine that. I mean, he would have been insane for the Knicks. And, you know, it's just Damian Lillard is a really talented player. It kind of sucks that he's on Portland, and the Portland's kind of gotten back into that no man's land. But who knows, man? I mean, Damian Lillard, rightfully deserving to be an all-star. He's been incredible. But Lowry Markkanen making his first all-star game for the Jazz, man. He's averaging 25, 8, and 2 assists for the Jazz. And, you know, Lowry Markkanen, he's been a special player this season. You traded for Donovan Mitchell for Cleveland, and you gave up Lowry Markkanen. You gave up Ochai Agbaji. You gave up a couple picks. But, you know, I think this trade was worth it for both sides. I mean, I think Donovan Mitchell has been incredible for the Cavs. The Cavs are like the 3 seed right now, 4 seed. They've been really, really good. I mean, you can't deny that. And Lowry Markkanen, he's had a great season for the Jazz. I mean, he's been incredible. You know, he's arguably going to be the most improved player. In my opinion, he's the front runner for it, because he went from, you know, being a somewhat average player on the Bulls to, you know, starting to kind of come around for the Cavs a little bit, to now you look at this season being an all-star, and he's having really good numbers. So I think Lowry Markkanen is going to win most improved player. He's rightfully deserved to be an all-star. And, you know, he's been really, really good. So he deserves it. And this one took me by surprise. Jaren Jackson Jr. makes his first all-star game. You know, he's averaging 16 points, 6 rebounds, and he's averaging almost 3.5 blocks, which is really, really good. Jaren Jackson Jr. is by far the front runner for Defensive Player of the Year. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But I still don't know about it, dude. I would have made the argument for putting someone like Anthony Davis over him. I'm surprised Anthony Davis wasn't even an all-star to begin with. I mean, that's just absurd to me that he wasn't an all-star. Anthony Davis, he's played the same amount of games as Zion, pretty much, and Zion's an all-star starter. And Anthony Davis has had better stats than Zion. So, you know, it kind of sucks. You look at that, and it's like, man, Anthony Davis should have been an all-star. You look out east, as I mentioned before, Pascal Siakam, Jalen Brunson. I mentioned Anthony Edwards being all-star snub. I mean, there's those type of guys right there. They've been really, really good this season, and they've all deserved the right to be an all-star, but you know, that's just how it goes. The coaches pick this, and, you know, maybe eventually if there is an injury to one of these guys, there's an injury to a starter, maybe those guys end up hopping into the All-Star game. But, you know, I'm going to end the video here. I just want to say thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.